Williamson bought for his team there.
Connor Williamson, the son of former Welsh international indoor and out Mike Williamson, who played club hockey in the halcyon days of Hounslow Hockey Club. One of the greats of Hounslow was here the other day, John Potter, now a member of the executive board of United States Field Hockey. Great to see John again, an Olympic gold medalist, of course, with Great Britain back in the Seoul Olympics of 1988.
Oh, good play from Williamson.
I don't remember his father going on those surging runs, but he was a very, very solid defender with a very long reach, made him very hard to bypass. And something of an indoor specialist as well. He was a very cultured indoor defender. Now Waller. England in good shape here. Well, they'll score tinier goals than that, but it doesn't matter. England have the lead here, and eventually the pressure has told.
Yes, I think this is in off the Pakistan defender, but we saw in that entire play England getting deeper and deeper into the Pakistan circle, and eventually it fell to Waller. Drives towards the circle, puts the ball in from good field. The rebound comes along, and I'm afraid I think the replay will show that it's off the skipper, so it was already going to be a corner. The skipper puts his stick across, and if any defender has been in that situation, it is one to be avoided. You are in a real dilemma there. If you leave the ball, or if it goes past you, it's to the forward who's going to pop it in the net, and you put your stick on it, and almost certainly it's into the goal.
Well, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't under those circumstances, and England have the lead. They had to be patient. Pakistan have given them a few problems at the other end. But it is England, the form team here, who get the first goal on the board. The first, I suspect, of many between these two sides who do like to attack and are more than capable of giving us yet another goal fest, should they feel so inclined.
And almost straight away, Nick, England back into that very deep position, getting the ball very deep into the Pakistan circle. Here they go again. Oh, Will Cowan, I thought, was just about to call for a referral. I think he thought that might have been inside the circle, but nonetheless, the play is almost entirely camped inside the Pakistan 23.
Yes, England turning the screw on Pakistan here, recognising phases in the game, and Pakistan obviously a little shell-shocked, having conceded that goal, albeit in slightly fortuitous circumstances. But had the skipper not got the deflection, Sam Ward was poised. It would have been a simple tap into an empty net. But the goal will be credited to Henry Croft, the last English player to touch the ball before the ball rolled over the line. England again coming forward with pace.
Williamson again, Nick, and what's very pleasing about this from an England perspective is that with all the attention on the likes of Wallace and Goodfield and Salisbury, Connor Williamson playing a line behind them is completely comfortable in bringing the ball forward, and that's proving to be a really effective strategy for them at the moment.
Pakistan in possession, trying to weave their way into the England circle, but England covering the space well there. Sanford. Sanford again. Very, very strong and reliable defender, Liam Sanford. No frills. A bit like our airline. England quickly on the break here. Another incisive attack. That's hit a foot on the edge. England are going for the jugular here because they feel as though they've got Pakistan on the ropes.
They are, but to Pakistan's credit, Nick, that free hit was given away right on the edge, but critically outside of the circle. But we can see they're defending, needing to defend deeper and deeper. It's the intensity of this England play. The way that England are spreading the ball, it's making it very difficult for Pakistan to get any pressure on the source of the pass. So what we're seeing now is England being able to pick and choose where it is they want to come into the circle, whether that's via a player directly or through a little deflection. And that's all down to the way that they're shifting the ball from side to side, in and out of the midfield.
Some sad news coming out of England hockey today. The passing of John Cabman, who was, I think, the first director of coaching of England hockey. And oddly enough, Todd, you and I were discussing only yesterday about the marvellous tome that was the hockey coaching manual. It really was a tome, produced very largely by the said and now sadly late John Cabman. John would have enjoyed this tonight, I'm sure.
Oh, Sanford will be disappointed with that. This is now starting to take the shape of the sort of end-to-end play that is very much Pakistan's wheelhouse. So I'm sure Zach Jones will want his team to get this game back under control pretty quickly.
Pakistan first to a bouncing ball there, nicely taken on the run there by Abdullah.
Oh, here's a chance. Oh, well done, James Gall.
Gall doing well, keeping tabs on the very dangerous runner there.
But this type of game, Nick, where it's very quick turnover, one after the other, it's very easy to get caught up in it because of the opportunity that you think is there.
Yes, and England don't want it to get into that sort of game. They don't want this to become a game of you attack, we attack, because there are a few better exponents.
Dear.
Well, I didn't say it like that, I have to say.
I'm just not sure there was any need for a whistle there. I think that was all pretty much in order. Let the play go on, but nonetheless, here we are.
England very sensibly not involving themselves in any discussions with umpires. Not going to take the chance of taking things for referral. Not that that would have been one for them anyway, but that's an attempted threaded pass through then. It's worked out very well for England.
It has.
Terrifically read there. England putting in a lot of work.
One of the many wonderful features of Zach Wallace's skill set, Nick, he's a fabulous passer of the ball, and the purists will love the fact that he throws a lovely weighted pass. He can see space and put the ball into an area for players to run onto. Reminiscent of probably one of the best exponents ever of doing it in Ashley Jackson.
Who's now part of Zach Jones's backroom coaching staff, brought in almost as a consultant for the things that Ashley can contribute to. England will be playing in their 15th World Cup this summer, and sad to relate, in those 14 subsequent World Cup appearances, only one medal has been gleaned, and that was back in 1986 when England took silver. It's just slipped my mind, Todd.
Took silver to who was it again?
I can't remember now, actually. I think it was another Commonwealth country.
Yes, it was, Nick.
No, it was a breakthrough tournament for Australia. It come so close so often, but finally, under the great Alan Berry's management, they got the monkey off the back.
Yes, Nick, Richard Aggers had a bit to do with that as coach. And actually, Nick, in talking about the very sad news of John Cadman, there's been recent sad news of the loss of Michael Nobbs, one of that team, and a huge character in not just Australian hockey but world hockey. There's many Japanese players, for example, and Indian players that were lucky enough to come under the eye of Michael Nobbs, and a very sad loss to our game, particularly in Australia.
Well, I think his tentacles reached a little further than that even. He was a fine man. Hockey's lost a lot of stalwarts, too many in recent months, certainly too many to mention.
And back to this game, Nick, and all of those people we've mentioned would not want us dwelling too much on them. They'd want us on the game, but look at this.
Great pace, and that's going to be a penalty corner.
It is.
England not able to cope there with the speed down the right attack side. The umpires talking to each other.
And it really emphasises the point I was going to make, was that still this game is taking more of the shape that Pakistan will like. It's being a little bit loose, cough the ball up a bit easily, and it's this type of area where Pakistan are so skilled and so suited. They'll ask those questions of defenders. The ball will be put into spaces like that, and the test for the penalty corner defence.
Yes, Connor Williamson penalised that time.
Oh, it's fabulous defence from England.
Really disciplined, aren't they, in those circumstances?
Payton's going to get this, or it's good enough. Yes.
England recycling it again. Just slowing things down a bit while people get back in position.
Yeah, I'm going to be interested to see this penalty corner replay if we get it, Nick, because we've had a number of teams in the tournament struggling with their penalty corner defence, and this is the difference, because it's not just the number one run, it's then the subsequent actions after that, the reactions, and also the skill level. And we're not just talking about handling the ball under pressure, we're talking about handling the ball under pressure while you're wearing gloves and a mask.
Yeah. All fair. Now, having said I wasn't going to dwell any more on the obituary column, Todd, I'm going to throw one name out there. Yes. Somebody would certainly have enjoyed this one. Imran Shawani.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
And our thoughts with his family on occasions like this one tonight.
Indeed, they are. And one of the things that I love about the likes of Shawani, Nobbs, these people, Nick, is that so often you'll see a passage of play and someone will say, oh, that's, it reminds me of one of them. For Shawani, it would be, well, in fact, both of them, it would be their tight skill. Nobbs in defence, Shawani up front. You see anything with a left side defender just fabulously drifting through defenders like they're standing still, and it's reminiscent of the 1988 Olympic Games that everyone remembers so well. And that's the legacy they've left. As well, I'd hastily add, as being just unbelievably lovely people.
Yep. They were very different times, and the game has changed dramatically since those times, but they left a lasting legacy, that generation, and so many of them are still very involved in all sorts of levels of the game.
Good pass from Cownan, finding Banderak, but you can see, I wouldn't go as far to say Zach Jones is deliberately scratching his head in frustration, but you can just see that England just not quite with the sort of controlled fluency that they've had from the tournament so far. And I'm sure that's got a lot to do with the sort of pressure Pakistan are putting them under. Oh, now that's an opportunity lost right there, Nick. That was Moeen Shakil, who had done a wonderful job in eliminating. Now, I think this is either Banderak or Payton that's been green. Payton, I think it is.
Well, Bandrek's already had...
yeah, so it couldn't be him, because
a green.
It's only a green card.
I think Bandrek was just about to come on the onto the field.
Yes, that's exactly it.
But he's been sent back by Paul Gannon, the England manager.
So as we head to half-time, Nick, the positives for England are that they're ahead, but the positives for Pakistan is that it's much more like the sort of game that they know they can thrive in.
Ward coming very quickly into the heels of the Pakistan player. You would have heard him coming.
Oh, and they have no referral in any case.
Well, that's drifted